is Sarah Scully and I'm a street artist based on the Sunshine Coast, Australia. And in this video, which is part 2, I'm going to show you how to provide digital proofs to your clients for your mural projects before you hit the wall. Now, because this is part 2, I have already gone through why it's really important to provide your clients with proofs or wall owners with proofs prior to hitting the wall. Make sure you watch that video if you would prefer to use Adobe Photoshop to provide your proofs, because in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Procreate on the iPad with an Apple Pencil in providing proofs. This is now my preferred method of providing wall proofs. So make sure that you follow along and let me know in the comments if you enjoy this video.
So what you will need for this video is an iPad and an Apple Pencil. You don't have to use the Apple Pencil, it just makes things a hell of a lot easier if you do. The other thing you'll need is Procreate. So Procreate, you can download this program from the App Store. From memory, I think it's under $10 forever. It's not a subscription fee. So once you open up Procreate, you can create all these boards here. So if you want to create a new one, you can hit create and then pop in the size of the board that you want to work on if you're working from scratch. If I'm providing a proof for a mural, what I would generally do is take a photograph with my iPad of the wall, and then I would go in and choose a photograph from where I've taken it. So that's what I've done here. I brought in a photograph of a wall. So let's open that up and have a look. So this is the wall that the client wants a mural on. And if you go to your layers up here on the top right, you can see that that layer is the photograph. So I can turn that on and off, work with it, work without it. So from here, I would create a new layer there, and I would start designing my mural on here. So this is not a how to use Procreate video, this is how to provide proof. So there are tons of free videos out on YouTube that will teach you how to use Procreate with all the brushes and everything. So let's pretend this is the mural. Beautiful. Oh, and this is why I'm an artist. Boop, 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 boop. So maybe for me, I work with a lot of stencils that I prep in Photoshop. So I would want to bring in one of the images that I've worked with. So I add and then choose a file. I have all of my files on Dropbox, but maybe you've got it on your iPad or on your iCloud. So I just find the image that I want to import. That's it there, lovely. I've just saved that as a PNG. You can bring in JPEGs, or I think you can bring in PSD files. Have a play around with it. So let's pop her there. If I want to get rid of that white, I can go to the layer and turn it to multiply. There we go. Lovely. And maybe I want to add a bit more color. There we go. We'll decrease the size a little bit. So there are a number of things that you can do on Procreate. It's a matter of you having a play and figuring out what works for you. I always use the drip brush because drips are so hot right now. Dun, 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 dun. Drips, drips. Maybe some white drips. Oh no, it's happened, isn't it? I've started. It's never going to stop. I'm just going to keep painting. So say I'm really happy with this design. Oh, don't forget, you can also add layers over the top. So if you want to go over that image, you can. There we go. Let's change this to back to the marker. There we go. So if you're happy with this design now, and that's the proof that you want to show the client, let's clean it up a little bit with the erase. And we can actually make sure I'm clicked on the right layer. Kind of clean this up behind the wall, just to show that it's sitting behind that bench. There we go. That just makes it look a little more like it's meant to be there. There we go. So once you're happy with this design, you need to then provide this to your client. So you can come up here to the little tool and go share. Now it's up to you what file type you want to share. I normally share it as a PDF, going to email it, so I'm just going to choose better, and then you can save it to wherever you want it to go. So for me, I would save to my Dropbox, and then I would find my file in there and save it. So once that PDF has been saved, you can then email that to your client. If your client comes back to you and says, I've got changes, I want you to get rid of the squiggle over the top, the great thing is you can come in here and you can either delete that layer, so delete, or you can come in with that erase tool and clean up whatever they've asked you to clean up. You know, maybe they want, you know, more red in this layer. So you make sure you're on that layer and bring in more red. Oh, that's beautiful, Sarah. And then go through the same process and save that as a PDF. If they want you to make significant changes, my suggestion, rather than making the change to this Procreate file and then, you know, most clients would go back to what you were doing. What you can do is select this file and duplicate it. So you've got those two files there. So then you can go into this file and they may have said, oh, I don't like the colors. So you can delete that layer and come back and, you know, go with some different colors that they might like. Oh, beautiful. Don't forget, when you are creating works using Procreate, you will need to recreate these on the wall. So make sure that you're not doing anything that's, you know, near impossible to recreate on the wall. And then, oh no, we could be going forever again, couldn't we? Okay, there we go. So then, same process. If you're happy with that, you then share it, PDF, and send that off again. So that's how to create simple proofs in Procreate using the iPad. If you have any questions at all, pop them in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe because there are more videos coming your way. Thanks so much.